Hello everyone, welcome to the new series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today's session is about Russia-Ukraine war and nuclear war between these two countries. As you already know that Russia-Ukraine war is going since long time and no international body is unable to do anything. They can give suggestion, they can warn each others and they can also just tell the precautionary method that how to avoid themselves from the war. But unfortunately, the solution has been not made between the two countries and they are still indulged into the war. And this session is important for your GS2 perspective. So, moving towards the points of discussion part. And we are going to discuss strong but vulnerable. It means that Zaporozhye nuclear station is strong, but it is also vulnerable, and onto which behalf it is vulnerable we are going to discuss in this session. And then risk from power outage. So how power outage will risk the whole nuclear station, and quoting avoidable disaster, and practice question prelims. Before that, you have to like, share and subscribe to the Drishti IAS channel. Moving towards the next slide. Next slide is about news. So what had happened on Sunday, which is on 7th April, the Zaporozhye, which is a nuclear station in Ukraine, has been attacked. And it is not confirmed that who has attacked the Zaporozhye, but it is allegation that Russian personals have attacked the Zaporozhye. So this is the news we are going to discuss, and this is not the first time that any nuclear power of Ukraine has been attacked. This might be multiple times that nuclear power station has become the hotbed and they have been constantly attacked from each other's the country. So moving to the another slide. Another slide is about Zaporozhye. So what is the Zaporozhye? So Zaporozhye is one of the 5 nuclear power station in Ukraine. It means that Ukraine has 5 nuclear power station and among them Zaporozhye is there, and which meets the almost half of its electricity demand through the nuclear energy. And the 6 reactors of Zaporozhye have the capacity to produce 5700 megawatt of the electricity, and constant drone attacks are becoming vulnerable and making Zaporozhye very vulnerable, though it has been confirmed that the drone attacks and the shell attacks are not compromising the safety concerns of the Zaporozhye and other nuclear station. But if there will be any missile attacks or atomic bomb attacks, then definitely it will affect the safety being of the Zaporozhye. But right now it has been confirmed that there is no damage caused. We don't care about and we don't know much about this particular incident, that on Sunday incident, whether it has been harmed or not, because the clear data and the clear news has been not come out yet. But the science and technology says that if there will be the drone attacks, there will be the shell attacks and minor attacks, it will not harm the safety of the nuclear station. But if there will be any missile attacks, bombing attacks, then definitely it is going to harm the safety of the Zaporozhye or any nuclear station. So this is a brief about Zaporozhye, and the drone attacks came 3 days after the power station suffered the most recent loss of external power supply. And Zaporozhye plant has 6 external power lines, but outages of disconnection is making it vulnerable, and we'll discuss that how outages are becoming serious for the Zaporozhye, and facility has suffered a complete blackout for the 8 occasions since August 2022. So since almost 2 years there is a war between the Russia and Ukraine, and there has been the 8 times when there was a complete blackout in Zaporozhye, and there was a constant drone attacks and different kind of attacks are happening on the nuclear power station of the Ukraine. Then coming to the next one, which is strong but vulnerable. So we already had discussed that ordinary shelling and gunfire can't impact them seriously, but we don't know that nuclear power plant would have fared against a powerful bomb and missile attacks. So till now there has been no such attacks, and we are expecting and we are hoping that world should not reach to this level that they will have this kind of attack on each other. So we don't know that how much serious it could be. So we are avoiding these kind of things, and we are hoping that there should be not these kind of situation that any nuclear station will be the bombs and missile attacks. And we are also hopeful that there will be the immediate solution for the nuclear threat and nuclear power contradiction which is happening between Russia and Ukraine. And it has been also expected that up to 8 scale, the earthquakes and any kind of climatic vulnerabilities can handle the nuclear power station, especially the Zaporozhye. So they can be immune up to the 8th scale. And they had also discussed about the Fukushima disaster which had happened in 2011. And what had happened, that Fukushima disaster in 2011, it is more than 8 scale, which is 9 scale, and it has uh, allowed and it has able to manage the 9 Richter scale. But what had happened, that tsunami came to that area and tsunami flooded all over the nuclear power station, and that had created a lot of problems. So many machines started collapsing and starting meltdown. So the incidents like Fukushima and tsunami comes over a century period of time, and nuclear power station have taken so much of already precautions. They are also using the passive coolant and different kind of systems to cool down the particular machines and particular things which needs to be the cool down. But there is a constant threat of power outages, and we have already seen that 8 times there was a completely blackout at nuclear power station of Zaporozhye. And why power is needed? Because so much of technology and so much things required high amount of energy to heat and also high amount of energy to cool, and that all are dependent on the power supply. And if there will be the power outages, there are high chances that all those machines and all those instruments and all those creations will be melt down and crack down. So that will create another kind of the problem. So this will be the also, and how the cooling and everything can be possible because of the circulation of water, and it can come through the electricity. Though there have been external resources and they are also dependent on generator, but it cannot be efficiently used and effectively used. So in that situation, power supply is very much important to the nuclear power stations. Then coming to the next one is about quoting avoidable disaster. So just like Fukushima in 2011 tsunami, so it is also the human made, but sometimes it is also considered as a, what you can say, natural disaster. But when it comes to the Zaporozhye disaster or any kind of shell attacks are happening, drone attacks are happening, so it is between the two countries and one country is attacking on another countries, and it is completely avoidable. In these circumstances, they have to resolve the issues, and they should not take away each other's life. They should not harm each other's like this, because not only the properties are affecting the human life beings livelihoods and their mental condition, their psychological condition, everything is affecting. And unfortunately, no world authority is able to do effectively into this matter. They are not regarding the decisions of UN councils. The IAEA is stationed there, but IAEA has no authority to stop the war between the two countries. They have this authority that they can instruct, they can give the warning, and they can help power station to maintain each other and how to prevent themselves from the drone attacks. But they don't have authority to prevent war between those two countries. So these are the avoidable attacks which can be avoided and humanity can be saved. So moving to the next one is the question. Zaporozhye nuclear power plant is located in, and your options are Russia, Poland, Lithuania, Ukraine. I think this is a very easy one. You can answer in the comment section. If you have any queries related to this session, kindly ask in the comment section and keep studying for your examination. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.